What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to 3D Print Farm. Today we are going to be testing 3DRS's standard 8K resin on the Saturn II 8K. We also have some cool giveaways throughout today's show. Let's do this. This is 3DRS's standard 8K resin. It's packaged in a 1.5 kilogram wide mouth refillable aluminum pouch that uses about 80% less plastic than traditional rigid containers. It can be easily stood up and refilled after use. Standard 8K resin is low viscosity, and its excellent flow allows for reduced stress on retraction, which aids in clean, smooth surfaces. This highly reactive material is ideal for 4 to 8K monoscreen printers with high motor speeds. The increased titanium dioxide content brings out the soft appearance while increasing the depth. With this inherent low viscosity and pigment, however, it is important that this resin is mixed well. This particular vat was left overnight after a print. Notice the separation of the pigment in the resin. You can use a plastic or silicone spatula to stir the remaining resin in the vat. Or you can simply add the resin back to the bottle and shake well. This is why resin must be mixed well before printing. Once the print starts, however, the action of the bed raising and lowering into the vat of resin keeps things mixed well. Okay, first things first, before starting any print with a new resin, go grab your favorite resin exposure testing model. I happen to be using the Starship from 3DRS. So let's go over here. We're at 3drs.com. Go to support and go to calibrating 3D resin. And you'll see in here there is a 3DRS ship and chip calibration test. All you have to do is click on the download 3DRS Starship here, and you'll get a message to download the STL. So my optimal normal exposure for the 3DRS standard 8K resin was 3.5 seconds on my Saturn II 8K. Alright, today we will be printing Voluric from Blackforge Games. These guys over at Blackforge Games are amazingly talented, and they have some fantastic sculpts. Blackforge Games have some amazingly detailed and quite large models. Today's featured model is Voluric. That's right, we are going to test this outstanding sculpt in 3DRS 8K resin. Check this out. This is the huge base from our featured model Voluric from Blackforge Games. After washing in my Elikliv wash station, the supports came away like butter. Supports are also a breeze to remove. The model support folks at Blackforge Games really know what they're doing with their pre-supported models. In fact, you'll get a pre-supported model in Chitu box and Lychee slicer. ASMR. Ooh, I loves me some ASMR. Okay, here's your chance to win $30 in store credit from Blackforge Games. Just to be a subscriber to my channel and comment below, I loves me some ASMR. And I'll choose a winner from those who commented. Winner will be announced in an upcoming video. So subscribe and look for that winner in an upcoming show. Voluric is big. It took 3 full build plates of the Saturn II 8K and over 24 hours of printing at 50 microns. I did, however, print his face at 2 different resolutions. This one is at 50 microns. Notice the layer lines in his teeth. Each one of those layer lines is about the width of a human hair. And look at this other one. It's at 20 microns. This is viewed under a microscope. This is like splitting hairs. Notice the difference? Okay, after some black primer was airbrushed onto both faces, you can see that the 50 micron face, you can still see a few lines in the forehead, some around the nose, still some around the teeth. This was a light, a very light coating of primer. So, I think if you added another coat or two, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference, because that primer is going to fill in those lines. But my understanding is that if you're printing something that's very small and you want some really high resolution, I would go with the 20 microns, and especially if you're using the Saturn II 8K, because it does a fantastic job with 20 microns. But just keep in mind that it is going to take twice as long than a 50 micron, because you're doubling the layers, and you're also setting yourself up for possible failure, because the more layers, the more time, the more chance of failure. But if you want something that's going to be near perfect, I wouldn't print the whole model in it, but just, if you've got a mini, 28 millimeter mini, or, possibly some, facial features like this, and it's just on organic features. There's certain features on the model that don't show up as bad as, I wouldn't say as bad, but just as pronounced, I guess you'd say, on these models. By the way, I love my Elikliv Microscope. It is so useful as compared to my cheapo microscope that you plug into your computer or laptop. It is standalone, has adjustable lighting, rechargeable. It has a zoom function, plus you can take pictures, video, plus it aids in getting rid of those sneaky supports you missed after you've washed and cured your model. So check this out. This was video taken from the Elikliv Microscope's onboard micro SD card. And as you can tell here, I missed a support around his ears. And I know a lot of you have washed and cured your models, and you go to primer them and you think, ugh, look at those stupid supports that I missed. Well, this will help you get rid of all of the supports, because you can go over every square millimeter of your model and take care of all those pesky supports. Okay, here's another chance to win $30 in store credit from Black Forge Games. Just be a subscriber to my channel and comment below, "My dogs are barking." That's right. Comment below, "My dogs are barking." And I'll choose a winner from those who commented. So make sure and subscribe and look for that winner on an upcoming show. Overall, I believe that the low viscosity of the 3DRS standard 4K resin really shines when it comes to super thin layers. You just have to remember to shake up the bottle or mix up the resin really good in the vat. Plus, don't forget to run some calibration tests to dial in the resin for that perfect print. I'll place links in the description below where you can pick up your own 3DRS standard 8K resin. Hey, come here. I'm just curious, do you guys watch to the end of my videos? Because very often there'll be a little surprise at the end for those who are willing to stick through to it. And that surprise is another $30 in store credit to Black Forge Games. And just to make sure that nobody who didn't watch till the end of the video sees the comments to win this credit, let me have you send me an email to this address with the subject line, I watched till the end, and I'll pick a random winner from those who email me. Once again, thanks for joining us here on 3D Print Farm. Please like and subscribe because I got lots more goodies to give away in future videos. Bye now.